What would you say is the biggest pitfall for first-time entrepreneurs when seeking funding? Typically, the biggest pitfall for an entrepreneur seeking funding is not realizing how funding works, why funding is available. So very, very often we see people asking for funding who have no business at all getting funded. It's not because they're bad people, it's just because what they're trying to do is not fundable. If you think about the fact that angel investors only invest in 1 out of every 40 different pitches that they see, venture capitalists invest in 1 out of 400. So competition is very, very tough. And the kinds of things we're looking for are things that have high returns, because the bottom line is starting up a company is very, very risky. And if you start and with the odds of it failing, unfortunately, that means if I'm investing in your company, I'm going to lose all my money. So the way that the economics of early stage investing work is we are looking for companies that are, hopefully all our companies will succeed, but in reality only a small percentage do. And those companies have to have enormous returns to make up for all the ones that don't succeed. And so typically investors look for a 30x return, 30 times our money back within a 5 or 6 year period. So the challenge for that is if you have a business that cannot, by its nature, produce a 30x return in a number of years, that's just not the kind of business that makes sense for an investor to fund. And so therefore we see lots of wonderful businesses from great people that are just not appropriate for funding. So understanding how the funding process works, understanding what kinds of things angels look for is a great way to start.